what exactly accounting looks like, what exactly the structure or blueprint of our syllabus is. Today, I'll be moving forward and I'll be talking about what exactly the term accounting is. See, one of the most important definitions, which is widely accepted and still accepted in the same manner, is by AICPA. AICPA has stated that when we talk about accounting, what is it? According to them, accounting is an art. So basically, why is it called an art? If you and I, we both are given, if both of us are given a page and you were also drawing, I was also drawing, what are the odds that we both would be making the same thing? What are the odds? Almost negligible. One of us might be making a triangle, the other one would be making a scenery, the other one would be making a butterfly. That means if all of us are given the same page with the same pencil, we all are going to work it in a different manner. That is called an art. For example, my business is manufacturing. Lakshana, ma'am, you have, let's say, you have a furniture based business, you sell furniture, and there is some other person who's selling um, coke. There someone has a retail shop. Then someone of you might be looking forward to a manufacturing organization. Okay, so we are all having different kind of businesses, and the moment we all have different businesses now, we all would be having different kind of selling options. For example, in a furniture selling organization, what will you find? It's a big showroom. The all the furniture are kept in front of it. The manufacturing is done at the end. That means for a furniture selling organization, it would be like manufacturing portion where the labor would be standing, transportation would be done for the people, wood would be bought, and for the people to attend, the main person would be standing in front of them and would be showing all the furniture to them. Okay, this is all the furniture that we have got for you, and these are the features of this furniture. What kind of wood are we using? All those things they would be telling. Then cut to a particular person who's selling stationery. So that particular person will be putting all the things in racks, right? The storage of those things is almost negligible because the space taken by all those pens is very less as compared to the furniture. So he's going to keep them in racks so that people can see it, pick up those things and buy them. For him, those pens are goods. He sells them and earns. And for someone who's selling furniture, those are goods, but the valuation of both the goods are different. And at the same time, the selling price, the manufacturing is not done in stationery organization in the stationery shop, but it would be done in the furniture making organization, right? So both of them are going to do the accounting. Everybody has to know down about money, but surprisingly, both of them would be having a different way of working. That is what we call it as um, accounting. So in this case, can I say that accounting is an art? It's an art of recording, classifying, summarizing. So first of all, we record only business transactions. We are not recording anything else. I recorded कि पता है I bought furniture. I got good. ठीक है. I will record it that I bought wood. Then I had to buy varnish, tarnish, and the wood cutting machines. Those are all required. That is something which we recorded, then we classified. What do you mean by classified? See, you buy a pen and you buy an elephant. It's not the same now. When I buy salt, it's different. When I buy my clothing, it's different. Salt is consumed within a day, it's gone. While if I talk about the clothing that I would have bought, it is going to stay with me for a longer period, right? So that means both the things cannot be stated in the same manner. Same thing happens with the business there. So a few things help them to grow further. Those things are classified as assets. You don't sell them, through them you earn. For example, if my I have my own online teaching business, it is basically a profession which I'm doing right now. Acha, if I take it like that, then what will happen? If this is my profession, then the laptop, the equipments that I'm using, these equipments, what do you think? These are my goods or I earn through them. I will not sell my laptop to earn. I will use my laptop to earn money. The equipments that I have, I will use my equipments to to earn more. This means anything that helps you to earn is called an asset. And anything which you are doing on a daily basis to earn more. For example, I have to switch on the light. For example, I have to clean this area. For example, I have to use my pen, pencil, a notebook here. That is my expense. You will have to see which one is an asset, which one is an expense, which one is an income. We have to think over this. We'll be talking about other three more terminologies as well. So that is classifying and then summarizing. Manager doesn't have the time. I can explain to you things because you are here to learn those things. Think about it. The manager is asking him, the person says, Sir, बैठिए. Let me tell you, पता है, this is asset. He would say, नहीं, give me the crux of it. I have to go. I have to prepare the next strategy. Just give me the crux of everything. The crux of everything is, did we make a profit this year or we faced a loss? Tell me, what is the amount of cash in hand that is left by the end of the year? Tell me, what is the stock that you are having right now? Those things are summarizing. Ki, sir, this is the particular scenario. Now you can go ahead and prepare your strategies accordingly and let us know. That is it. But remember, we can record only money. You and I cannot put our efforts in the expense. कि पता है, I have given 10 hours to this organization. It's not about the 10 hours. It's about the what you get for those 10 hours. है ना? That is in terms of money, the salary there. The transactions, events. Acha, what was the difference between transactions and events? If I tell you कि पता है, I sold goods worth rupees 10,000. That's a transaction. I said these goods were purchased for 4,000. मालूम है? मतलब that means I'm making good money out of it. What is the amount of profit that I'm making out of it, everyone? This is purchase and this is sale. What is the amount of profit? What is the amount of profit? Betty ma'am, Reshna ma'am, Sunil sir. $6K? Correct, Ashwin sir? Right. So in this case, can I say my profit is 6,000? This is an event. This is called an event. And this is a transaction. When I talk about pata hai, I sold, pata hai, I purchased, those are transactions. And resultant is event. Got the idea, everyone? Done? Chale. Then after this, Sunil sir, when we talk about transaction, na transaction is we sold something, we purchased something. Those are transactions. When I ask you the result of it, he said, did we have a profit or we had a loss? That is an event. When we talk about the closing stock, it's an event. कि after the entire sale and the entire purchase consumption, this is what we are left with by the end. This is called event. Everybody, the poll is out. Please go ahead and fill up the form. If there's any doubts, just let me know. And if your answer is yes, go ahead and write about the same in the comment section as well. That makes the entire process easier. You can see a pop-up kind of thing. I think the poll is there. You will see there is any doubts, yes or no. Okay, we're all sorted. Chaliye. Now comes the next question. The next definition is again defining in the same manner. This is how they define. This is by AICPA only. Okay. This is accounting is a language of business. This is the entire same thing given. But one of the few things that you have to remember is that these are in terms of money. Those things should be having a financial character and they should be interpreted. Okay, na? This is also given in our book itself, that is given by AICPA, APB, and then is Kizo and Wayhand also has also given a few observations. You will have to remember these terms. I'll just show you a few MCQs related to this as well. A service activity which provides quantitative financial information to help make decisions regarding deployment and use of resources. So basically, first of all, they say it's a service activity where you talk about things in terms of money only. You won't talk about anything else. Ma'am, I think there was a pop-up kind of thing in front of you, na? I get the responses through that only. Once I've initiated, it is around a time span of 20 seconds. For those 20 seconds, you get the particular time to fill up that. कोई बात नहीं. The next time I'll do it now, I'll let you know. Check it out where exactly it shows. The polls really help us a lot key if there's any doubt and what questions can we do, right? So I'll just let you know whenever I'm going for another poll. Chali. When I talk about Kiso and Wehanna, they have stated that a service activity which provides quantitative financial position. When we talk about money, money is always stated in rupees. It is always like 10 rupees, 15 rupees. It's not a lot. I don't have enough. These are not stated in finances. We tell I have 20,000. How much you have? 40. Okay, we have got enough. So basically, we're going to talk about in terms of numerals, in terms of numerics. Then an analytical discipline which defines, measures, classifies, and summarizes data relating to economic transactions. So what are we going to do? We're going to first of all define what exactly data is. Then we will measure it. Okay, this is what we have and this is what we're going to do. Then we'll classify. Classify whether it's an asset, whether it's an expense or income, or is it my own hard-earned money which I'm giving to the business, which is called capital. You can note it down. We'll be talking about these things in detail for sure. That would be capital. Then, when we talk about the second area, that is an analytical discipline which defines, measures, classifies, and summarizes data to economic transactions. Of economic transactions, what do we mean by it? Economic is when we are doing something for business. See, the point is, if I'm doing for non-consideration, business also does that. But first of all, they think about earning money. So technically, these are economic transactions done to earn money. Then an information system which collects and communicates the economic information about economic activity to the concerned people. So we are going to give all this information to the people who are actually involved in it. है ना? Just a moment. I think there is a particular question that I've created on it. If I can share it with you. Acha. First of all, look at this question. Everybody, what would be its answer? What is the primary purpose of accounting according to the definition of AICPA? Is it to manage the human resource? It's given, it is basically to communicate business results and financial health. When we prepare the books of accounts, the ultimate thing is to let the users know कि पता है the organization has made a profit and the organization has made a loss this year. That is the purpose of the AICPA's definition. According to the definition, to communicate the business results is the most important thing, right? Now let's move back. Okay. Then the next point is, what are financial statements of an organization? When we talk about the financial statements of an organization, what would it include? The financial statements of an organization would include the following things. Okay. What will it include? What are financial statements? Financial statements are basically the report cards of an organization. For example, someone's asking, Anji, did you make a profit or a loss this year? The organization says, kindly check out our books of accounts. है ना? When we ask them, ki, sir, check out our books of accounts, then we will come to know what exactly is happening. So again, let's talk about the financial statements in a simple manner. Financial statements are someone is asking what is happening in your organization. Is it going good or not? Then I will be like, see, my organization is doing this, my organization is doing that. The person will not understand what we are doing. If I keep on telling, पता है, we are having this much amount of verticals at Adda 24/7. मालूम है, we are having this much amount of employees. This will not help him to understand the financial health of the organization. To understand the financial health of the organization, one wants to know how much money do they possess. What is it that they possess? For example, if you're looking forward towards a marriage alliance, what happens in arranged marriages? People are always asking, will the particular person be able to take care of the girl? So we're like, what do you do? What is your work? What if you have your own business, or do you have your own salary? Or at the same time, when we talk about the other things, ki, acha, tell me about what ancestral property do you have? What is it? They're always concerned about the fact that, acha, will the girl be able to stay in a good way or not? In the same way, when I'm putting my money into the business, I'm putting 10 lakh rupees in a business. I would like to know what exactly is happening in the business. Is it making a profit or a loss? And then I'll be asking the business, what do you have? The business will say, sir, we already have a premises, we have a car, we have plant and machinery, we have at least 100 employees working under us. At the same time, we have this much amount of current assets. That means we have this much amount of stock, this much amount of people are required to pay to us. All those things they will be stating. And then I'll be asking, is there any borrowing? Have you borrowed money from someone else? And have you given the guarantees or something else for against it? So that is also something I will try to know. So basically, financial statements solves all the queries, right? So if I say that I am earning 10 rupees, 12 rupees, 13 and 14 from 4 different projects, this will not help me to give the ultimate thing. The thing that will help me is how much money did I actually invest. This is my earnings, this is my investment, and then I will try to find out, did I make a worthy investment or it wasn't worth it. So basically, then you will prepare your balance sheet and then you have your income statement. What does income statement show, everyone? What would this income statement show? What would this income statement show? Numerics. Then, correct, ma'am. It would show the profit or loss for the organization. Chaliye. Then comes the point of profit and loss is done, income statement is done. Then what we have is cash flow. Cash flow, what do you mean by cash flow, everyone? How do we define the term cash flow? Do we receive money always? Do we pay always? Or it's both ways? Kiritika ma'am, you have raised your hand. Is there anything that you would like to ask? It is both ways. Very good, Sunil sir. It is inflow, it is outflow, and at the same time, there is something called no change as well. Sometimes there are days when you don't spend even a single penny, though those days are very less. But yeah, it happens. Sometimes I'm just having cash and I just deposit in the bank. So in this case, the money in my wallet is same. It was earlier in my wallet, now is it my debit card? So that is cash flow statement. That is inflow of cash, outflow of cash, and if there are any cash and cash equivalents, we will note down their movement as well. Okay, thank you, ma'am. So in this case, we have these 3 points: balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement. Acha, based upon this, let's talk about the ultimate basic point that is called accounting cycle. Acha, there are certain ways through which you can easily learn the accounting cycle. What are the ways? Everyone, I am Ram Charan Singh, Assistant Income Tax Commissioner. ठीक है? This is identification. If I said that, पता है, I have bought a car, you'll be like, cool, ma'am, that's really good. Then I said, nee, this is not for my business, this is for my personal use. Then you will be like, hold on, this doesn't belong to the business. Make a yeah, this doesn't belong to the business, this is my household car. So that is something I will identify as my household expense, not as the business expense. And the moment I said this particular car will be exclusively used for business, that is how you will identify the business transaction. For example, in a grocery store, when they are getting the goods, right, then the proprietor will also take out a few out of them for his household as well. So when he's taking something for his house, that is personal. The other one is not personal. That is, it is business. Then we have the measurement in terms of money. It is always in terms of money, rupee, right? We cannot record, we have good money, we have no money, we have this much money. We have to specify, you see, we have this much amount of money to invest in this area. You tell me what to do about it. Then we have to record it. Human mind is so limited that you cannot remember something that you did in the last week. If I ask you, since it is 21st right now, what were you doing on 14th? So you will have to see what did we do. So if you receive more than 15, 20 or 30 customers per day in the organization, then how will the organization remember what particular sale was made to whom and how much money we owe to someone? So they will record because human memory is limited. Then is classifying in the form of ledgers. See, I have to give money to someone, I have to receive money from someone. Both the things has to be noted now. If I won't note both the things, how will it help us? Right? So in this case, what will happen? This will be classifying in the form of ledgers. Then is summarizing. See, I have written up everything. पता है this year we made this much expense. पता है this year we made this much amount of income. What next? What is it that we are having out of it? For example, if I say my hmm, Acha, I think I was just giving this example in the YT session as well. The YT session is held before this. It is held at 6:30 a.m. and our class, the paid class, is at 7 a.m. So everybody who's watching it from the YT, you can join at 7 a.m. for the class after attending the YT session as well. Okay. In the YouTube, I think today's session or yesterday's session, I was talking about it. For example, if I said I have scored 47 in one subject. We have four subjects. Then we scored 40. No, let's see, 50 in other subject, 60 in one subject, and 52 in one of the subjects. Now this is my JIB score. What do you get out of it? He was couldn't get it. I said I've cleared all subjects. Then someone will say, "Nay, nay, you have scored less than 50 in one subject." Then I will say this is the time wherein I've given all the exams together. So what is happening is kindly consider the aggregate, which should be more than 200 marks because that is 50%. And at the same time, in every paper, I should be more than 45. Pata hai? It's not more than 50, it is more than 45. Now, I have given the summarizing. Summarize is basically all the marks given together. Analyzing is, acha, you are making this much amount of score there. Is it more than 50, everyone? 50%? It comes out to be 209. So having 209, is it good or bad? Have I cleared the examination or not? This is analyzing. When I would look at the analysis that, acha, have I cleared the exam or is there anything that I have to do? That is analyzing. After analyzing, we will like interpreting. Okay, I cleared JIB. Now I have to think about CIB as well. When is the certificate coming? Things are interpretation. When the business is going to see profits or losses, okay, next year we can do this project. This project was not worth it. Now they're going to interpret. Okay, this is the crux of the conversation or the entire books of accounts. And then income tax department is standing in front of you. Anji, you made this much amount of profit. Where is your tax? You have sold these goods. Where is your GST? You are using this particular thing. Where is your property tax? Now they are going to crib about it. And why are you charging so much amount? Why are you not? If this or the organization is eligible for the grants, then they will be getting grants and all. है ना? You have to communicate to the people. You have to tell the bankers, ki, see, I am earning. I will be able to pay your loan. Don't worry. That is communication. You will be communicating to the sole proprietor, that is the owner of the organization if he's alone. Shareholders, you have to tell the income tax department, GST department, banks under which banks in which you have taken a loan. All the considered parties are going to ask you. That is communication. That is why we use IM. This is identification, measurement, recording, classifying, then summarizing, analyzing, interpreting, and last is communication. So, how do we discuss it? So that you don't miss even a single point. It is, if you want to note it down, go ahead. That is why I asked you in the previous class itself that you should be having your notebook. I am Ram Charan Singh. This is Assistant Income Tax Commissioner. I for identification, M for measurement, R for recording, C for classifying, S for summarizing, A for analyzing, I for interpreting. Then we have C for communication. Done, everyone? Noted? Done? Please confirm. Sunil sir, Ashwin sir, Rutvik Raj sir, Kritika ma'am. Done? This way you will remember the entire process, so you won't be scared. This is called accounting cycle, everyone. This is how we start with the process of accounting. This is the blueprint of the entire accounting. Chaliye. Thank you so much for the confirmation, everyone. Now, the next point is what is the nature and purpose of accounting? When we talk about nature as well as purpose of accounting, why do we make records? Matlab, every kid asks, Mama, why do we look at this error? What is this? Papa, what is that? Kids are always asking. They're so intrigued about those things. Adults are too. So we even need to know, why are we doing all this? Why so much of effort? Why did I give 8, 9 years for the studies and then we are continuing in this area? What is in this particular subject after all? First is we have systematic classification. If you would have done, do you remember there were, since I did science only till the 10th, I believe, right? So we have it after +1 and into the hardcore commerce era. So we used to do chemical equations. That was, for example, I remember the chemical equation for water. It was H2 plus O2 gives H2O. And then we had to balance it as well, right? So it was basically two here and two here. This is how we used to balance the equation of water. This was the format which was given in chemistry. कि देखिए, you have to balance it up, and this is your one side and the other side. Same thing goes here as well. We have systematic classification. We will define कि अच्छा, this is an asset, this is a liability, this is what we do, and this is what we don't. That is systematic classification. Then is recording of events and transactions. Remember, human mind is very limited. Just because the human mind is very limited, we need to note down things, what happened and how this has impacted the business. That is, we will record the transaction and we will also analyze the event, what has happened. Then, summarizing of the record events. See, we will summarize things. If the manager comes and he asks me, Ma'am, what have we done in this entire year? I said, Sir, we sold this good, we sold that good, we did this, we did that. After a moment, he'll be like, Ma'am, compile it all. I'm not here to listen to the entire details. I will check the books of accounts as and when I have time. Currently, I just need to know the crux of everything. So basically, the higher officials are always looking for summary. And then they will be like, based upon the summary that we have collected, the interpretation of the financial statements are these. This year we have made a progress. This year we haven't, and this is something that we'll be looking forward to in our future, right? Then comes features of accounting. What are the features of accounting? Again, accounting is an art because everybody does it differently. Then it records only in terms of money. See, I would say accounting is very greedy. It is just going to talk about money. Ultimately, accounting is always quantitative. It is never qualitative. And this is one of the major limitations of accounting even, that we do not record the quality of something. We record only quantity. If you have given 10,000 rupees, I'll just record 10,000 rupees. If it is good for me, not bad enough, I will not state it in the books of accounts. Okay? Then the accounting records only the transaction with financial character. We do not record anything else. We just cannot do that. Then accounting also interprets the financial data. See, just looking at the financial data, profit and loss, this much, balance sheet, this much, then this is our closing stock, this is our cash. Knowing these things will not help. What are the impacts? If the organization is having profit, the organization will make a dream ki, acha, we have made this much amount of profit now. We'll make this out of this. Matlab, I will make this particular asset out of the money that I'm getting from the business. For example, we had a turnover of maybe 10 lakh. So then if the turnover was 10 lakh, then out of that turnover, what am I making for the business? Am I buying another machine? Am I buying another car? Am I buying a particular premises for the organization? What am I doing with it? That is interpreting, and that is required. Once you have interpret only, then you are able to make decisions regarding the business. Right? Then everyone, now putting a poll, ma'am. Just check it out. I'm writing again. Any doubts? Chaliye. The poll is out, everyone. This is something which we'll use in many further classes as well, sometimes to discuss questions and all. So I hope you will be able to find this feature. Done? Okay, the poll is something I've received. There are no doubts. Yes, Kritika ma'am, the poll was available. You could see that now. Batch timing is 7 a.m., sir. The batch timing is 7 a.m. Okay, now comes what are the objectives of accounting? Why do we do the accounting? Number one, to keep a systematic record. I need to know what exactly the records are to ascertain the results of the operations. I am putting money somewhere. If I don't keep an eye on the money now, I will not be able to grow further, isn't it? To ascertain the financial position of the business. In order to ascertain the financial position of the business, I need to know where exactly my business is standing. Someday, someone is going to randomly come. Income tax department comes barging into the organization that you must have done a fraud or something. The business is like, we are having losses. Check out our books. And if they don't find anything, they will leave. But for that, you need to show your financial position transparently. Na? Though in India, we do not. There are many organizations which have both kind of books, black money, white money. But what happens is you are sorted enough, right? So then what you need to do is you need to know what your business is doing. If you do not note down the things, then anybody can make you a fool. They will say, Nene, you had this much amount of money only. If you are not noting down, then you are putting yourself to risk. Then is to facilitate rational decision making. If I ask you project A 10,000 rupees income, project B 1 lakh rupees income, what will you choose? Considering the 10,000 and 1 lakh difference, you will say 1 lakh. That is your rational decision making. You will analyze things and take a decision. And to satisfy the law, the income tax department has said file the income tax returns. Income department has said all the business incomes where you are earning more than 2,50,000, you are required to file the return. For company, it is required to file the return even if they're having one single penny. Even if they're facing losses, they have to file the return. This is the power of accounting. So basically, objectives of accounting are to satisfy or to maintain all these things. These are the objectives of accounting. Then it also includes to provide information useful for economic decisions, to serve primary users. We are helping the primary users now to provide information useful for into investors and creators. We have to give the information to investors as well as creators to provide users the information predicting, comparing, and evaluating. See, if I give you information, for example, if I'm a CBSE student, let's go back to our childhood. I'm a CBSE student, one of you is ICSE. We both are sitting, none of us can boost our marks in front of each other. ICSE would say, I scored 75%. CBSE would say, but 75%. I have got 85. They're not comparable. The syllabus is different. Their way of working is different. So they're not comparable at all, but we're still boosting about it. That means we're telling it. So basically, you are telling your information to the competitors, to the people who are sitting in the market who are similar in nature, not same, but similar. We will be telling them as well कि this is our power. And then you tell your power to the bank even कि sir, I earn good money. I just needed a loan for expansion further so that I don't have to use my own savings. So don't feel that the business doesn't have money. So you're going to do this. Then is to supply useful information in judging the management ability. We're going to provide useful information about the managing of the management ability because I want to know whether this management is doing good or not. I have to evaluate the performance. So it's going to be performance evaluation, which is required by the business. Then to provide factual interpretive information about the transactions and other events. When we talk about this, we have to provide factual. Factual means we have to provide the facts. We have to interpret the things. I hope it's visible. Acha, here. About the transactions as well as events. Acha, among transactions and events, which one is result? What do you mean by result? The poll is out. Everybody go ahead and fill it up. You've got 20 seconds, everyone. Go ahead and fill up the poll. It is events. Okay, the quickest answer was by Rutvikraj sir, then followed by Shud sir, then we have Ashwin sir, and Neema ma'am as well as Reshma ma'am. We all took less than 5 seconds altogether. The fastest was by Rutvik sir. The answer is events. Events are resultants. Okay? Okay. Now comes a question, everyone. Go ahead and answer. Till then, I got another question. What is the answer for this? You can answer through poll as well. The poll is out again for this question, everyone. I'm getting the answers. The correct answer is, I think the poll is done. The answer is D. I think a few of you have answered B as well as C, but the correct answer is IMRCSAIC, right? That is, we identify, we record, we classify, we summarize, we analyze, we interpret, and then we communicate. So in this case, what would be the answer? The answer is D. That is D. Done? So this is another question. What would be the answer for this question as well? Look at it. This is by Kiso and Wayhand. Shall we have another poll for this? Okay, I think I've got most of the answers as D only. A few of you has answered C as well. So it's again C or D. The poll is out, everyone. Please fill it up. Okay, hardly 9% of you went for A. The correct answer is all. It's a service, it's an analytical discipline, it is basically an information system. You remember we did the definition at the very beginning. After AICPA, this is what we discussed. So in this case, the correct answer is actually D. Hardly a few went wrong. Most of you were correct. In the leaderboard, I've got, let's see. Uh, Pranya sir, you took hardly 2 minutes, 2 seconds, I would say. Sunil sir, you have taken 2 seconds. Resha ma'am, you took just 2 seconds. Lakshana ma'am, same time. And Dhananjay sir, you took 3 seconds. So the top leaderboard is really interesting today. Then everyone, when you are answering the questions in less time, na, that is good for you. Why? Because when you are able to do this, this means that in the examination you will be able to focus on other questions more as well. Because the reaction time, if you reduce it further, it will be helpful for you ultimately. Because in the examination you can focus upon other things easily. Right? Done everyone? The answer is D. Chaliye. I think today this is where I would like to end the session. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about the other things. If you haven't taken our course yet, what I'll do is I'll just show you where to go to buy the course and what offers are available right now through which you can buy it for the lowest cost, right? Okay, everybody, this is the topic that we're discussing. A few important things. Make quick notes. The quick notes, you might feel ki, why are we making it? Can we just relax in the morning and just look at the class? Unfortunately, na, we cannot. Accounting is not something which I can say we can go binge watching, just like we watch the seasons of Netflix. I am someone at one point of time, you are when you're sitting and watching Netflix, you watch a lot of episodes together. But when it comes to your studies now, you cannot study that much because brain is learning something. It sometimes becomes tiring. So it's better to note down the most important things. Okay, these are really important. We noting down of these things is super duper important. I think once we're done with the first 3 4 classes, then we'll start with the practical basics. For that, when you are noting down, you will realize that it is helping you more. So it's way better that from the very beginning itself you have this habit. It will take a day or two to form it. I think scientifically it takes around 21 days to do something. So for the next 21 days, all you have to do is sit down with your notebook. Whatever you feel is important, note it down. In that case, when you're waking up early in the morning and having the class, then you won't feel sleepy even because you are feeling included in the class again. Little things helpful for the studies ultimately, because efforts are required when we are doing the examination. And why to do it half-heartedly when I can do it properly, right? So this is it for the day, everyone. But before we end the session, let me show you where to go if you're looking forward to our website. Open up the era of www.adda247.com. That's our website, www.ada247.com. Go on to our website, click on the area of JIB and CIB. Here it is JIB, CIB back. At this point of time, this is the perfect time not only to invest in JIB but also in CIB. This is the Mahapack, that is double validity is going on. Under this, you get if you buy it for 6 months, you get for 12. You buy it for 12 months, you get for 24 months. You are having online classes, 1100 online classes. That means JIB plus CIB. Current JIB batch, previous JIB batch, upcoming JIB batches, everything is available for you. Live plus recorded, everything is available. Bilingual and English medium both are available. Then revision batch already included in this. This would be included in. That means you don't have to pay a single penny once you have paid for this. Entire JIB, entire CIB, you don't have to pay even a single penny further. Then test series, ebooks, videos, everything is added in it. Plus, we have got 5+ hours of Mahamarathons. Then we have then 10+ hours of mini marathons, practice sessions, doubt sessions. We're conducting all that. You will also receive mock test papers as well. So in the Mahapack, you are getting a lot of things. All you need to do is click on the area of buy now, use the code Y541, then apply it and you will get it for 10,499. If you use it through the app itself, it would be you will also get further discount. So it's better when you're looking forward to it, do it through the app itself, because that provides you the ease to use the particular app in your phone as well. So then, as and when we are going somewhere traveling, even then you can study properly, right? So, and at the same time, 1% discount extra is available if you're using our app. So it is for 10,499. So check it out on our website or in our app for further details, everyone. Thank you. We'll be meeting in the next session tomorrow. Thank you.